Hi, Patrick. First of
Hi.
all, I'm sure I'm not the first one who says thanks for this amazing movie. I loved it.
Oh, that means a lot because we haven't shown it to anyone yet. So it does mean a lot. Thank you.
I mean, it's really like that. I watched it last night, and
Yeah.
I had earphones on, and then my husband was always like, "Why are you laughing so loud?" And
Good.
it's just,
Good.
you have this action, you have this amazing chemistry in the
Yeah.
cast, but
Yeah.
then you have really good dialogues.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like a good tennis match.
Yeah.
And
No,
the
it is.
visuality.
Yeah.
So you had a lot on your plate as a director. What
A
was
lot.
the most challenging in the sense of what was it the stunts? Was it the circumstances in the locations you were? What gave you sleepless nights?
The entire production gave me sleepless nights trying to manage. We've got Ryan Reynolds, Samuel L. Jackson, Antonio Banderas, Salma Hayek, Morgan Freeman, Frank. So that alone is like trying to manage all their schedules because they're all busy working actors. You're trying to fit a Tetris board together. Then you've got that on top of all these crazy stunts, all these crazy locations, and your 1,200 crew. And I think as a director, you're essentially the CEO of a movie's budget, right? And you're responsible for the budget and for delivering on time and managing all these people. So I think that's the most challenging aspect. I mean, I've said I realized this on number 2. I just felt like I was a kindergarten teacher and I had 1,200 screaming children. That's literally, it feels like that because it's constantly just trying to herd everyone together. It's like herding cats. You're like, hey, wait, like I'll get Ryan in position. I was like, so Ryan, you're going to do this. And then I'll run over to stunts and sort them out. And then I'll go to camera. But then by the time I come back to Ryan, now Ryan's telling some amazing story to Antonio and Antonio's not listening because he's telling, and it's just like, oh my God. Oh my God. But I do love it. I don't know why. I do love it.
No, it's amazing. And for you, to have all this, you talk about, you have all these A-listers, and of course you have to bring them together. But at the same time, I think that they bring a lot to the plate already, right?
Absolutely.
Also, they serve you.
Yeah, no, they are because they've got each of these actors involved have an incredible history behind them, and they have an audience awareness of who they are and what they bring and what their qualities are. And I mean, you'd be a fool not to embrace the creative, and they're all movie stars for a reason because they're incredibly creative and incredibly talented. So that's my favorite part of my job is I just get to hang out with really creative. Yeah. Incredibly talented people, whether it's technicians or artists or, and it's just like, what an amazing world. It's like, you get to go to work every day and hang out with these people. And then it's like sharing ideas. How can we make this the most crazy, funny scene ever? And so it's always about how do we turn things up and add to it. And I think as a director, it's just, for me, I like just being uber aware of where the potential is, because I might have an idea for what that scene's going to be. But then when we get to set, then Salma will have an idea and it's like, you know what, that's actually cool. But if I incorporate that, I have to change this. Okay, how do we do that? Quick, bring the script. We need to do, and it's, I think it's just thinking on your feet 24/7. That's the job.
So Patrick, you are a director who is open for that. So you let them improvise when they say, wait, I have an idea.
I like to think I build the sandbox and I put them in it. And I'm like, that's a lot of work goes into the scripts and constantly developing it. But then it's like completely open to what comes out of the moment too, because when that heated moment kicks off. So I remember in one sequence in particular, they were, got the 3 of them, the mother and the father and the young child in the back, which is Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. And then they have the argument kicks off. And when we were filming, that argument just kept going. And it kept going. And I was like, keep rolling, this is crazy. And you might find there's one little bit of gold nugget that comes out that ends up in the movie. So, I think it's just a lot of fun.
And what I also thought, it was such a relief, that they were swearing, and especially Salma, she was this strong force of nature. I love her.
An ass kicker, yes.
Yes, ass kicker. And that they are allowed to say things. Now in normal life, we always have this political correctness where you think,
I know.
Was that kind of where you thought, oh, can we say that or not? Was that...
No. No, I'm like the floodgates have opened.
Yes.
And this movie is very un-PC, and I'm very proud of that.
Yes.
And I think people, you know, it's obnoxious, it's loud, everything's turned up to 11, and it's off the chain crazy. And, you know, I love that. To me, that's the juice, that's the fun. And it's like, you know, it's like they're crazy characters. And what do you think's going to happen when you've got three of the most insanely crazy? Like Ryan's just deep-seated validation issues. He is a man-child, and Salma's like this crazy mother that's like deluded. And he's essentially a serial killer, right? And it's just like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know. It makes for great comedy.
Absolutely. I have to wrap, Patrick. So nice talking to you.
You too.
And I could have them all as my friends. I like crazy people. So
me too. I'm crazy. That's how I got the job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.